Constellation, Sanbunan, and welcome back to Transit Me. Okay, B, I have some breaking news for you, which obviously it will be quite shocking. And then also we will be looking at a player like Usamgado Zwane, George Matlo, and last but not least, Uhebi Mashiane, with some of the other players, of course, whose contracts are coming to an end at the end of the season. But anyways, before we get there, Bafito, please do make sure that you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to click the bell notification so that next time when I post a new video, you will be notified and be able to watch that video. Now, starting off with the breaking news, the most important breaking news. Yesterday, we've talked about Soweto Derby, what you know, Ama tickets, they are available, for anyone who's interested in buying them. Today, I was surprised. I was surprised when it came to me, and it was shocking. How my ticket already they have been sold out, and I was planning on buying a ticket for myself, but it's fine. I will see what I'm going to do because at the end of the day, this is a big game, and I need all of you guys. I need all of you in terms of this game, so it's fine. In terms of the plans, so yeah, currently the tickets have been sold out for the Soweto Derby. Moving on, we go to Unjida Pana or Samgelo Zwane. Now, Samgelo Zwane has been loaned out to, a team where Tiwa currently is supposed to get some game time and, improve in certain things because we do know he's a defensive midfielder who can play also as a central midfielder. Actually, he's a central midfielder who can play also as a DM, but it has not been great for him when playing for us Kaizer Chiefs, and I feel like it's one of the reasons why they decided to let him go. But achisimfake kulo mfana so that he can be able to get some game time. Now, currently, as I'm speaking with you, Bafetu, there is, certain confusion in terms of a contract yake because, to be honest, when I'm looking at the transfer market, it says contract yake runs up until June this year. And then Mankbega ngale kwenye side to a contract yake runs up until 2028. So quite interesting. But with him being given a loan, Lapayana Usuelele, I believe he's playing for Usuelele if I'm not mistaken. We were hoping he will get some game time and obviously increase or improve in terms of those positions where we feel like he's lacking. But so far, with what has been happening, it doesn't look like Umfana has been getting some game time. He has not been a starter. He's only played once as a starter. He played for 60-70 minutes and then he was subbed off. So now it leaves a question to say, if your contract really is coming to an end March or June, what do we do in this situation? Because at the end of the day, I know that people were saying we want him to be here because we believe with the right coach he's going to do what is needed. And then on the other side, people are like, no, some phone it's Mfana. He's had his chance and it doesn't look like he's going to improve anytime soon. So yeah, that's that. But for me, I feel like he's just being played on a wrong position because I remember on the Carling, Umfana played and he played beautifully. He was playing more of an attacking midfielder, but I believe he was a central. But I think he was playing more of an attacking role. So yeah, that was definitely good for him. He was paired with some of the best players. So also that's something that we've spoken about is only to say certain players play very well with other players. So I'm agreeing with Uzitakwineka when he says he's been doing what he's been doing, but maybe the squad was not complimenting him or the group or the kind of players that he was playing with. Compensator, just to see okay, this is the kind of response we can get from him. Same as Gaston Sereno, same as Lucas Ribeiro. We've made those examples yesterday. So in terms of Samgelo Zwane Bafetu, what do we do? Do we give him a new contract or Spume Simhambi City no more? Because I don't know. You let me know. And then moving on to George Matlo, another player whose contract is coming to an end at the end of the season, this season in June. So yeah, with him, he's currently injured, and according to the reports in terms of his injury, he's going to be out for the rest of the season. So with that being said, as let me say you are Kaizer Chiefs management. What do you do in this situation? Do you let him go and say, Vetu, you have given us, wonderful times at Kaizer Chiefs, but now we think it's time for us to let you go because you are injured and you won't be available for the rest of the season. And if you leave, you might make space for other players to be able to come. Or do you say, as a management, too, we understand that you're going to struggle because now you will not be getting paid. And maybe if Emiliaco or, things like that, it will mean OT. Now it becomes a big problem. So, with Kaizer Chiefs, you're looking at the history about they tend to say, let's give this player, some more months. And then after that, can release if right sazuthuzupuma again, because I remember with even Okike Ndoli, he was injured for the longest time, but we did not let him go. Simbegile, and he was obviously getting paid because at the end of the day there's a contract, it's an agreement, and he had to honor that agreement. But Kaizer Chiefs also now they decided, you know what, we're just gonna begezela more with him rather than to say let's just let you go because you see this problem that we're currently facing. So same as with George Matlo, do you think KSG should let him go, open space for another player, or should we let him remain with the club, sit and just tempo tie, also recover, and then after this season, obviously my pair next season, maybe if you have given him 1 year and then it's continuing now. But I don't know, you let me know down in the comment section below. And then last but not least, same thing as Happy Mashiane. Now in terms of a contract target, it's also unknown and it's uncertain but if it does end now in June, what do you think is you should do? Should we open talks for those 3 players to say, you guys deserve to be here and we are willing to give you at least a year or something like that, open discussions in terms of their contracts, because only, a month and few days left, actually 2 months, let's say 2 months left before G is over in the season. And then obviously in June my contract ayaphela of George Matlo, it's confirmed, but the other 2 I'm not too sure about them. I'm from Manga, and I understand some of you here will say, but QB, you need to do more research. There are certain things that even if you try to do a research, even if you try to ask about what this is on, and they cannot disclose. So as much as I would love to say, okay, I know so if I cannot find that information, I cannot find it. So I can only speculate. Nami, as you can also speculate, but also it's about us, deciding the futures of those 2 players. I'm not gonna say youngsters because Happy Mashiane is 27, we're 28 this year, so he's a bit old. Lucas Ribeiro, if I'm not mistaken, so he's not a young player, definitely. And then Samgelo Zwane, 20 something, 24, 25, somewhere around there, I'm not too sure, but also Naye is another player. So in terms of those players, Bafetu, what do you think should be done by Kaizer Chiefs? Or if you were in charge of the club, what would you do? For me, it's very simple, but I'm hoping to hear from you guys. Peace.